Hi, my name is Elizabeth Griffin, and I'm an indie author from South Philly. I'm here to talk to you briefly about audiobooks and my experience in publishing them. Before I get started, however, I'd like you to take a look at the plaque surrounding me. I went to New York this past week to the Romance Writers of America Convention 2019, and Kensington Publishing House was there, and they were giving away autographed copies to the public. So of course I took advantage of this, and I bought back as many books as possible. I also bought back these plaques, which represent more than just a trip to New York. They represent where I want to be in the future. I would like to be a hybrid author, and a hybrid author is someone that self-publishes, but in addition to that, they work with a publishing house and an editor. So I'd like to have the best of both worlds. And as I said, when I look at these plaques, that's what I see. So back to why I'm making this video. Audiobooks is the next best thing for indie authors. It is a way to get yourself seen. It is a way to have more visibility in a world that's very competitive, and it is a way to up your game. So I have 10 audiobooks out currently. I have several under my name, Elizabeth Griffin, and then I have a couple under E.F. Griffin. And the sales are increasing. The visibility is amazing. When I went to the convention, someone actually recognized my E.F. Griffin pen name, which shocked me. And it was at a Harlequin romance signing. So these are published authors who recognize my name. And that made me feel really happy and excited, and to know that one day I will get to the end where I'll have movies, I'll have audiobooks, I'll have ebooks, I'll have print books, I'll have it all. But back to why I'm making this video. Audiobooks for me is a gateway into the Google stores, the Apple stores, Walmart, a lot of places that I can't get to on my own. And how I found audiobooks, and I use Find a Way to be more specific, was through Smashwords. Smashwords is my ebook distributor. And what I did is I uploaded my ebook in a Word document to Smashwords, and Smashwords smashes my document into EPUB format, into Adobe format, into PDF, into all the different formats, and it makes it available to Kobo, Walmart, Google, Apple, in the format that each of these ebook retailers prefer. And while doing this, Smashwords is working with Find a Way Voices, and Smashwords through Find a Way Voices offers you the opportunity to produce an audiobook. And it's very simple. If your information is uploaded to Smashwords, which mine is, it takes all that metadata, your file, your cover, your manuscript, your description of your book, all that information is sent to Find a Way Voices with just a click of a button. It is very simple. And once your metadata gets to Find a Way Voices, Find a Way will ask you a series of questions in order to pick a narrator for you, or help you pick a narrator. So they will ask you what type of narrator you're looking for. Are you looking for a male, a female, or does it matter? For me, because I write erotic romance as well as contemporary romance, for my erotic romance, I wanted a sexy, sensual female voice. So I specifically asked for a female. I told them the tone of the book. They wanted to know, is it gritty? Is it melancholy? Is it happy? What type of mood is the book? What is the tone of the book? Do you want this narrator for other books? Is this part of a series? So they will ask you questions pertaining to your manuscript, and you answer them. And upon the answers that you give them, they will select 8 narrators, and they will send you samples of each of those narrators' work. And then you will listen to those samples, and you will decide which ones best suit your needs. And then once you do that, you will request that those narrators which you picked will read your work and send you an audio of it. And then you listen to the audio and you pick the best narrator for your work. If you don't like any of those narrators that audition for you, then you can request Find a Way to send you more casting narrators. And for me, so far, I've been very fortunate. I needed a man to speak Spanish, and they were able to accommodate me. I needed an African-American woman to narrate one of my books, and they had that person available as well. So once you pick your narrator, you have to sign a contract with the narrator and with Find a Way. And once you sign that contract, then the narrator will send you a 15-minute sample of your work to give you an idea of their format, their structure, the way they're going to tell a story. And then you can tell them what you like and what you don't like, and then you can go from there after you prove that 15-minute sample. And after that, they will produce your book. Some narrators are faster than others. Some will produce your book in a week, which shocked me. Others will take several weeks, but the quality is always amazing. They do sound checks. They make sure that there's no interfering sounds. They make sure that the voices are clear, that there are no mistakes. And if while you are listening to the audio samples and approving them, you find something that you don't like, you can let the narrator know, and they will redo that section of your book. And once the narrator has finished your book, then you need to supply them with the front matter for your audiobook. And the front matter usually, or in my case, what it was a description of my book. I wanted that out front, and then also maybe a dedication up front. And then you have the body of the audio, which is the story itself, which will include the prologue and the body of the story, and then the epilogue if you have that. The back matter is a listing of all your other available titles. It also can give a bio about you, the author, and it also gives you social media information, how they can connect with you if they like your work and want to continue to follow you. And then at the end of this venture, you have to approve a retail sample of your work. And a retail sample is just what the buyer will hear on Amazon or Barnes and Nobles. It's that sample that will lure them to your book and will convince them to buy your book. And once all that is approved by you, then you will pay Find a Way Voices, and they in turn will pay the author. And the way the payment plan works is, it's actually not a plan, but the way the payment works is the narrator will read 9,000 words of your manuscript. And for every 9,000 words of your manuscript is considered per finished hour of recording. So per finished hour is, it may take a narrator 3 hours to produce 1 hour of finished work. You're not going to pay for those 3 hours that they invested in creating that per finished hour. You're only going to pay per finished hour, which equals 9,000 words per hour. So you divide your manuscript up into 9,000 words, and then you will get an idea of how many hours per finished hours it will take to produce your work. And then the way the narrator gets paid is per finished hour. They charge a rate. So they could charge anywhere between $100 per finished hour to $500 per finished hour. And so if your book takes, let's say, 4 hours, if it's 100 per finished hours, then you would pay $400 or somewhere around that. So I hope that gives you an idea. And you can go to Find a Way's website and they will break it down. And they also have a device where you can plug in the total amount of words of your book, and then they will give you the cost per finished hour, whether it's $100, $200, $300, $400, $500. They'll give you a rough estimate. I like working with Find a Way because they do the casting for me. They narrow down my options. I understand if you go with ACX, you have to pick the narrator. So you have to listen through all these different narrators. You have to choose the one that you think may best suit your work. However, with Find a Way, they narrow it down. They have a casting department that does that for you. They have a listing of a lot of narrators, and they pick the one that they think you would like according to how you filled out the questionnaire. So in addition to that, with audiobooks, I find that I look more professional when you look at my Amazon page or when you look at my Barnes & Noble page, because I have my book in several formats. I have print, I have ebook, and I also have audio. So when someone comes to my page, they can tell that I'm a serious writer, that this is not a hobby, this is a passion, this is a love, and I'm here to make money and to produce and to up my game. So I hope this video has been helpful. If you have any questions, please contact me through social media. My Instagram account is eGriffinGore. That's EGRIFFIN Gore. Then I have 3 Facebook accounts, Elizabeth Griffin Gore, and you can also find me under Elizabeth Griffin. And then I have a Twitter account, which is at the Scrub Series. At symbol the THE Scrub SCRUB series SERIES. I hope this has been helpful. Please follow me, support me, leave those reviews because they are definitely appreciated. And until I make the next video, take care, love, bye bye.